Guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution, and I'm here today to bring you a monthly message for the sign of Virgo for October 2021, not 2020, 2021. So keep in mind it's a general message. Take what you feel resonates for you, disregard the rest. Go about your day, but know that no matter what messages do come through, it's still up to you, your active free will, the choices you make, the steps you take in this world. To me, that's personal freedom, it's personal power, and it's something only you can do because it lies at the tips of your fingers and the soles of your feet, my friends. So use your power to do wisely. For all my subscribers, I love you, love you, love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. You guys mean the world to me. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you feel like it resonates and you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe, join the journey with me. Let me encounter your energy more often. I'd love to have you along the ride. And guys, if you like this video or if you just want to help support me, help me out, hit the hit the thumbs up button, and let's help circulate this message to more people who may need to hear it. As well as, guys, one last little bit of housekeeping. If you guys are interested in following me on Instagram, you can do that now at grassroots_evolution_tarot. I have had a lot of already mixed up, mumbled up words, and when I was shuffling this, I heard not yet. And I didn't really feel like it was like, hey, don't do the reading yet. I just kept hearing not yet. There may be something, it's not yet, because either you're not quite aware how to get it across, another person isn't quite aware how to get it across, but there's something I heard happening in the ethers right now. Lines could be crossed, as well as Mercury is still in retrograde. It's going direct in a few days, but, excuse me, you're going to have a shadow period for a while. So communication, I heard there could be some barriers in the next couple of weeks, still kind of lingering on. There could be some stuff, as well as I heard of, is there could have been a mix-up in communication, but there's also going to have to be a cleanup. So there could have to be a conversation to be had, but we're not quite sure how to get these words out or even what to say. If that resonated, let me know. I'd like to hear about it, but let's move into the cards, okay? I'm going to start off with the Messages of Life Oracle here by Mario Dugue. So before I do, I'm just going to take a moment. We'll call in Spirit, ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, my team of light, and any of your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of the entire collective to join us, to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this journey, and any of you who would ask for it, this journey, this reading. But yeah, please help protect us on our journey, right? I'm going to ask them to also use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the most far-reaching, but messages that are only for the highest good of all of us watching. So this is already, I feel like this journey has really been important for some of you. I do also feel like the journey that you're on, it is hard to put into words, and it's one of these things that for some people, if you told them, they just may not believe it, because there is this supernatural and surreal feeling surrounding whatever's happening, okay? So I have the Messages of Life Oracle. Let's see what messages Spirit wants us to know. Now, what they've reminded me to tell you is that time is fluid. So this may be picking up on a situation that's happened in the past, something that's happening now, or something that hasn't happened yet. Keep an open mind, keep an open heart, my friends, but always use your power of discernment. You have Live for Love. I love this. And you see all that orange here as well. I heard this is our sacral chakra. This is us connecting to the world around us, living for love and living for vibrancy and joy in this world, because joy is one of the highest forms of love. It's one of the highest forms of self-love as well, and allowing ourselves to experience joy and to harness joy. What I heard is that's one of the highest forms of self-care. It's something everybody needs to do. And maybe often enough, we may not always engage in things that give us just pure joy. We've been, weighed down by responsibilities and life situations, but it's so important to live for love, to express joy in our world, to experience joy in our world, and emanate this joy. So it says, I live each moment of my life and put love in everything I do. Love gives me life to all things. I open my heart to this great power. I do everything in gentleness and kindness. Each thought is made of light. I love God, I love all things, and I love myself. Henceforth, I live to manifest love and light for each soul everywhere. And do you see this beautiful green triangle at her throat? I feel like it's because to live for love, we're not going to spew nonsensical bullshit, sorry guys, and hate from our mouth, right? This triangle, this is a power symbol to me as well, and this is understanding and coming from a heart-centered truth, a heart-centered area, making sure that everything we do in love everything we do in life is coming out with love. And this light as well, when we do everything that we do with love, that is turning it into light. Also, I heard, for some of you, I heard light will see you through the darkness. So if there's a lot going on right now, or if there's a lot that's happened in your world, this light will see you through the darkness. You are your own flame, you are your own candle, and you can illuminate the world around you. Just pay attention and be open to the possibilities in this world. So the other one is a door to the infinite. And it says, inside me is a door to the infinite. I take the time to go to my heart center and link up to heaven. In this serene place, I am eternal and indestructible. Through this inner journey, I am able to see beyond life's challenges and reach the higher levels of my existence. My inner light is my greatest strength and my greatest wealth. And absolutely, you have a door to this infinite within you. Take a few deep breaths, and in your headspace, in your mind, picture this. Even if you need to picture this card, picture this doorway. I feel like, though, it's really important because we can access this place. We can access these doors, but it's also important to know that doors are going to open, doors are going to close, and it's up to us to choose, I heard, which door we pick when they open, as well as how much we choose to wallow in what closes, or how much we see that it could have been divine protection at play, that spirit is not going to keep you from your goals or your desires. However, what I heard again was not yet. So for some of us, it may just not be yet. There's still some powerful transformation that needs to happen, and some joy that we need to collect in our life, and some joy that we need to experience before we're ready and fully able to complete our task or complete our mission and do our job, is what I heard. Okay, so not everything is always going to happen in the snap of a finger. They're drawing me back to this message. I open my heart to the great power. I do everything in gentleness and kindness. I think that that's really important as well, to be gentle and kind to ourselves. And they took me right through a journey, because I never asked Spirit to protect this journey, and for some reason I did today. Some of you may be traveling as well, so I hope that you are protected on this journey. I heard St. Christopher as well. But this is, I am able to see beyond life's challenges and reach the highest level of my existence through this inner journey. So many of you, I heard, this is a journey to the light, but this is also this journey to help us realize, you know what, this world that we're on, this life that we're living, it's not just walking a road in a straight path. It's all about what happened along the way and the living that happens. So make sure that you remember you are eternal, you are indestructible, you have the ability to connect to heaven, to connect to source, connect to your own soul at any time. Take some quiet moments. Picture a place in your mind. Picture this door, and how did you feel? When I just did that, I just felt like this well up in my heart of energy. And I feel like that's really important for you to connect with that, because that is our greatest strength, our greatest wealth, and it's your power, my friends. So the bottom of the bottom is I am light. And I love this one. This one came out in the Aquarius reading as well. It was really, really strong. And I actually titled it after this, so if any of you are drawn to Aquarius as well, you may want to check it out. But this one says, I am light. The light is within me. The light is around me. The light protects me. Regardless of the negativity I may encounter, I remain joyful and shine forth in all my splendor. With my light, I illuminate those around me. I am worthy of the divine within me. So I feel like this is really important too, for you to remember that you can access this infinite. You do everything for love. This also for ourselves, keeping gentleness and kindness in our heart for ourselves, not holding on to grudges, not holding on to these past hurts that may have kept us in this negative, dark energy, keeping care of ourselves, because our light can support others as well. I also heard, for some of you, I heard the words financial drain. For some of you, some of the things that could be bothering you, or some of the things that are not yet, is there could be some money issues. Keep strong throughout this. because I heard like you will be provided for, and if there's something not quite out in the open, all will be explained, and there's something about I heard remain. So there will be only love and truth will remain. So I'm going to bring a little bit of guidance here on how to keep our light fields strong before I move into tarot. And this is the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. Messages for Virgo, please, to keep our light fields strong, to be also gentle and kind with ourselves, to focus on love, and to do everything in love. What messages do you have that could help us to do this and sustain our light, please? Messages for Virgo to help sustain and create joy and light in your world. Joy? Watch a movie. Maybe you got a lot on your plate. I feel like as well, I heard sleep. If you're not getting enough sleep, and I'm focused because of her coffee, okay? It could be tea, but I see the coffee. I almost feel like this is up at night watching movies. For some of you, that will not help your light because you will be tired the next day unless you make sure like you're watching movies at night before you go to bed. But I feel like if you're doing that, to make sure that they're movies that make you feel good. Make sure they're not something that make you feel hella crappy or scared after, or leaving you with a bad feeling, or that if there's also, I heard, just pay attention, like if you're watching thrillers or I heard court documentaries for some of you, it could even be like CSI and things like that, that notice how you feel before you go to bed. If you're going to bed anxious but you've watched something, make sure that you're practicing a discerning mind as well, because that's not being gentle on ourselves if we're putting ourselves to bed like that. So for example, I really used to like watching ghost hunters and documentaries because for some reason I just needed to prove the paranormal. I didn't need, I think it's because especially growing up, I could always feel the entities in my house, but I couldn't see them. And not everybody believes so much in this kind of energy, right? So there's places where I've heard that I was crazy, and I've heard that there's nothing there, and for me, I needed to see it. But the problem that happens is there's a show called The Dead Files. If any of you guys like it, it's absolutely awesome. It's on Detour, but it is a medium, and she takes a retired New York police officer, and they do some investigations, and the retired cop, he goes and he talks to the people, he finds out what's happening, and just finds out the property's history and things like that. Whereas the medium, she goes and they take anything down in the house that would tie it to the people living there, and she goes and they film her conversing with spirits, and she'll do a sketch afterwards with a sketch artist or a couple and see to show the people what she sees. And they don't talk about it until they come together at the reveal with the people, and oftentimes she is so hauntingly right. It's things that they've seen. And it also, what I liked about her, I got chills talking about it, but what I actually really liked about it is because not only did you say, okay, there's these things, but here's how to help you remove it. And I think that if you are experiencing anything like that, definitely seek out some, I heard psychic help for that, on just how do you do this. But one thing that you can do to remove negative entities is, first off, picture everything in light, because it has to go. And set your intention as you imagine each room of your house filling up with light, even if it's in the darkness. I do this before I go to bed sometimes. If I have anxiety, if I can't calm my anxiety, I will imagine my room, or my house, room by room, being filled with light, and that this light is protecting me, it's protecting my family, and then I imagine my whole house filled with light, and I can usually sleep by that time. So for some of you, that may be important. Where I was getting back though about that Dead Files show, while it is awesome, it's on at 10 o'clock at night, and there's a couple, and I feel things. So even talking about it, my hairs on my body stood up, and I feel like I get really scared. I couldn't go to sleep. So I would have to turn on a show called My Big Friend on Treehouse, like a very little kid show. My son, at the time, my son was young and he loved it. So I would watch my show, but then I would have to turn Big Friend on just to reset the mood, because my spidey senses were all going off. Another thing is, especially if we're highly intuitive, if we're sensitive, watching that stuff, unknowingly invites energy to us. So if we are going to watch things like that and you don't want to be creeped out or freaked out, it's really important to set energetic boundaries. And keep in mind, I'm not calling this energy to me. I am not opening myself up to spirit, those kinds of things. Okay, but side note from that, if you're just needing to chill out, watch something that makes you feel good. I heard romantic comedy. Chill out with your cat. Just feel good about yourself. We have aromatherapy is another way to keep our vibrations high. And massage. Canadian cedar. So you can buy cedar wood essential oil, which would be much more woodsy, but you can buy the Canadian cedar essential oil that smells like the green part of the tree. I find it so grounding, and I immediately, as soon as I smell it, I kind of like connect with earth, connect with nature. So I think that's really important for some of you. Cedar might be a really big grounding tool. There's a lot of ways that you can wear it. So she's got a diffuser on her pendant. She's got the diffusers here. They show peppermint, vanilla, orange, lavender. I think this is really just with whatever for you. I heard bergamot as well, but bergamot would be very, very uplifting. It just depends on what you need to do. If you need to relax, maybe some lavender. If you need to ground, try some Canadian cedar because it's absolutely wonderful. Get a massage. Just take care of yourself. If you're hurting, you can even do this to yourself, even just rubbing yourself. So rubbing your arms, rubbing your legs, rubbing your own back, or getting a professional massage, asking your friend or your partner to. For some of you, I heard like this could be romantic or intimate, but in other ways it doesn't have to be. It's just how we take care of our body and feel good. And crystals, connect with your crystals because they love you too. So I'm being shown rose quartz right now. I got a few of them, but however you have it, pay attention to being kind and gentle to yourself, okay? So they flipped one more over when I put that down, which was spend some time with your friends. Hell yes. Spend some time with the people who make you feel good. Watch a movie with your girlfriends or your guy friends or whoever, like just hang out. And here they're playing cards, right? It's my kind of hangout. Like, hang out and play cards. See what we see. For some of you, I heard this is your witchy friends as well. So we have some guidance. From the Dragon Tarot, I want to show you guys this box because this tarot is wonderful. It's by Nigel Suckling. If you are interested or if you just like dragons like me, the first card that came out here is Temperance. Balance. They're showing me here, I heard bridge the gap. You have the Four of Wands, which is 1111. This is celebration. This is marriage. I heard this is also about hard times are being removed. So I'm also being drawn to this and this line going up. That you do not need to fit down the middle. You do not need to always take the expected path. And I feel like this temperance, this balance, she's, I feel like not aware that this protection is behind her. She's so centered that she's not paying attention to the fact that, or is taking for granted the fact that she's protected. And that's not that it's a bad thing. I feel like this is a really wonderful time. I feel like if you take care of yourself, you're going to watch things fall into place for you. And here's where I think it's really important to honor yourself in the here and now and where you are, to maintain balance, to focus on balance, not to forget, though, to be grateful, because a grateful heart is when we keep our heart grateful, this is a whole lot easier as well to emanate that love, to emanate that gentleness, and to do this for ourselves, to be caring and loving and giving with ourselves as well as others, as well as setting healthy and appropriate boundaries. So if somebody with this I'm the light, if you have people in your world who choose to deplete you and choose to treat you like crap, this is where you live for love for yourself, and you can still walk away and set boundaries and being a loving, kind person. there's a lot where we may have told ourselves that, well, that's not true, but no, it is true. It's just about how we do it, right? For some of you, I feel like with the not time, you could be avoiding people because you're not quite sure to say, hey, you drained the shit out of me and I don't want to be friends with you anymore, or I need a break. And there's where it's really hard, right? The way I just said it, you drain the shit out of me. Like, nobody wants to hear that, but sometimes that's what needs to happen. So I feel like this is even within our friend group, is making sure that we are surrounding ourselves with positive, and I heard enthusiastic, but emotionally available people. And if there's other people around us who, I heard also empathetic, but if there's people around us that just you can't connect with properly, or you don't feel like they understand you, or you feel like they're just here to zap your energy or suck something, like some life-giving energy you have, you know, it's okay to say, you know what, right now I need a break from hanging out. So you have here judgment, the devil. I heard the truth. The truth is loud. The truth here as well. I heard there could be some toxic or manipulative energies around you. The Ten of Wands. This card's come out a few times. I'm recording on October 15th. So this card's come out a few times. And I feel like it's because in October, we're letting go. We're letting go. Just like the leaves, we're letting go of all the hard things. And we're learning our lessons so that coming into November, that's our time of fruitfulness. One more card we have, Ace of Pentacles. This is a new way of being. This is you as a grounded individual, as a joyous, happy individual, and one very aware of their power. I almost heard it in ecstasy with your connection to the divine, your connection to the spirit, and your belief in yourself. So, for some of you, sorry, my throat. For some of you, this goes back to what I said at the beginning. Not yet. Don't know how to say it. And they're cutting me off. Court and legal matters. For some of you, I heard may expose some toxic traits. Maybe of yourself, other people. But I do feel like there's a place where someone's trying to be silenced, trying to be held back from what is rightfully theirs. And that's all they really want me to say about it. So I'm going to end the reading now. I hope it resonated, guys. I love you all, and I will talk to you later. Bye.